I'm still trying to figure out how I want to set up some of the blueprints, but in the meantime, I have now gotten the truck route in place and set up some smelters to make the last couple of items I need to unlock the final tiers, at least for now. Not going to be able to do anything with the space elevator, but for the time being, you know, creating 20 of these per minute, creating 15 of these per minute should be more than enough to go and get, yeah, some of the more powerful miner Mark II, for example, and the more powerful conveyor belts, which I think will help a lot when it comes to creating some of these blueprints. So, yeah, everything's more or less in here. Easy. Start that up. Okay. And then you can also see over here, too, that and the truck station has filled up pretty quickly, even though it's only 91 items per minute. I mean, I think all it's going to require is me getting the upgraded miner, and then, well, it'll be, more than twice as fast? But yeah, the actual truck route represented by these, I guess, holographic arrows? Not really going to, I mean, it's simple enough to get this whole thing working. All I need to do is just go drive over there, of which I didn't even need to set up any sort of roads. And I was going to. I have like this entire blueprint thing. Yeah, right there. But completely unnecessary. As it turns out, I just need to go around the lake rather than swimming through it every single time. And then setting up power. What I do is I have a little bit of an Ouroboros type of thing going on here. Because, yeah, for whatever reason, this can run on coal. I don't have anything else running on coal just yet. However, I mean, I don't think that's going to be too... I think that'll change very soon. Oh, yeah, and then I also got this thing creating some regular iron ingots just because otherwise it would be overflowing a bit. Do I need these iron plates? Absolutely not. It's not really all that useful either. However, I mean, I guess... I got them. I'll probably end up using them for something. Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see my incredible driving skills. I learned a lot from playing Dirt Rally here, right? You know, I could probably just go edit these nodes to be a little bit better, but, you know, as it is, it's fine, okay? It's totally and completely fine, and I'm getting way more than enough coal to power this thing. Oh, God, I should probably maybe delete a couple of these nodes here. I don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter here. Look, as of right now, I already have, you know, more than enough things to create these last couple upgrades, which is kind of the important bit. And I was talking about how, yeah, I'm rethinking how I'm doing some of the blueprints, specifically because they are... like, okay, so some of the... What I realized is that I am just going to be repeatedly doing a lot of the same thing. So the plan right now is, instead of trying to create an entire, you know, single atomic unit of a smelting station or something like that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create two that can be infinitely tiled, which should work out to give me... even it'll be more scalable then, rather than what I was doing before, which, like I said, was just creating the entire thing. No, that should be pretty unnecessary. Oh, and what did I actually open up here, just real quick? Was it the... I wasn't even looking at the thing that I got. Hey, it was, oh, the logistics. Yeah, let's take a look at what those are. Conveyor belt Mark III, of course, requires the steel things. Somehow I'm not surprised on that. Same thing with you. Stackable pipelines. I gotta go get these pipelines already. Fluid buffers. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to create a whole bunch more of these copper sheets. Gonna be kind of an important thing, too. Power storage might also be good. Sort of hard to say. But no, let's go take a quick look at, like, the assemblers. What are the requirements for some of these other things now? Okay, nothing. I didn't get anything new. Or maybe they're all in the constructor stuff? I don't know. Yeah, so you can see I've cleared out everything else here, because it's all going. It's all going to be turned into something else eventually. So which means that I do believe that I need to actually create another assembler here. Because I know that I can just like look at it, but this is easier. Versatile framework. Ah, yes, this thing. Oh, modular frames are going to be an entire thing, aren't they? Well, as for the steel bars, that's not really that big of a deal. Copper rotors, I still need to go create a whole bunch more of the copper sheets, of which I have been doing over here. I certainly have plenty of wire at this point in time. Got 15 seconds before the pod returns, and I can go send it off for the next thing. Which, yeah, let's go grab a few of these, and then I guess, so many different things to do, and of course I keep waiting until it's going to be absolutely... Just pick these things up already. I'm still waiting, of course, until I absolutely have everything completely and totally worked out and perfect and everything like that. Yoink. Now, why is this not working? Did this run out of power somewhere here? I actually don't know. Did I turn off the power somewhere here? I did. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. I guess hyper tubes are going to be the last thing that I end up trying to unlock here, because I'm not super concerned with moving around a lot. It seems like a truck route is kind of the way to go for a lot of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe. No, I mean, getting the... Okay, just getting the scalable, the stackable factories here is going to be the most important thing. But, of course, also really leaning into the whole thing for... yeah, this is definitely the one to get... Okay, really leaning into the whole thing for trying to get the double extraction rates is pretty important. How does this work? All right, it's expensive-ish. There's also another product part. Well, I mean, I need to do that. Yeah, the wiring, I guess that is. So, real quick. What is this? Okay, this is not too bad, all things considered. Stator is, yeah, just going to require a lot of coal-based stuff. Yeah, so all the space elevator things are going to be very quickly done, I want to say. Easy. I have so very much of that. But yeah, like the other thing, of course, is just setting up, making sure that I have all the stuff for the miner. Let's require 2 of those now, though. Running some encased beams. Normal extraction rate, and it should be up to 270, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, I think that'll be good for right now. In the meantime, I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and get everything working to just... it's so much to do, and of course I want to do it all perfectly the first time, so it's gonna take even longer, and that is why I'm not gonna show it on camera, of course. Ah, now that's a nice looking factory, which I am going to almost immediately be tearing down because I'm going to rework how I'm doing everything once again. Why? Because I realized doing this that do have an issue coming up with trying to build everything around a single node of ore. Well, more specifically, I'm going to need more than just iron for a lot of the things that I'm going to be creating. Things are going to be requiring steel, things are going to be requiring copper, and that means that I'm just going to have to ship things in from other parts regardless. So why not, instead of, making them all singularly dependent on the resource being mined, just try and create like a centralized factory where I ship everything in from, well, all over the planet. After all, one of the things with coal that I've set up now is a completely self-sufficient mining system with long-range transportation. So what I should be able to do is just haul the ore out of the mine and then ship it to some sort of super factory, of which I'm probably going to end up creating, near where I have the blueprint machine at, because that is a gigantic flat area, pretty ideal for setting up some sort of enormous factory platform, and it's also right next to the water, which is going to be important for electricity generation, of which I now do have set up slightly. I have sort of a ramshackle operation, but it's working well enough right over here. Yeah, you can see I got, what is this, 5, I think, in total coal production. And one of the very silly things about this game is that there is no limit for the amount of electricity that can go through a single wire, so this is taking the electricity production of 5 factories into this single wire. It's kind of dumb. Well, whatever, that makes it easy to set up stuff in the future then. For right now, though, that means that just energy is almost completely sorted out. I don't have a way to get coal automatically down here. I'm just kind of shoving it into some containers for right now. But I can easily change that in the future. After all, I am kind of planning to rework everything into one super factory, as it were. And the other thing is, now that I'm not going to be building things based on the resources that I'm getting, because I should be able to ship all of them in from anywhere at, well, I'm guessing a pretty huge amount each, because, for example, it's like iron ore. I have 4 pure nodes right here. It's like there's already a bunch in the distance as well. I should be able to get as many resources as I could possibly want, provided that I can, of course, get the tractor routes set up in a way that it efficiently transports stuff in here. And it does pretty efficiently transport it. I mean, I think even at this point in time, yeah, this is almost already full. 114 items per minute, and that's with this probably having been full for quite a few minutes. So, shouldn't be too difficult to get hundreds and hundreds transported along at once. I mean, it'll be perfectly efficient as if I was using the conveyor belts, or as if I was mining it straight out of the ground, if I do not have it fill up. And, you know, if I can unload, if I can load all of the stuff that is being mined out in a single tractor ride, or multiple tractor rides, then it should be as efficient as just getting it purely from the ground itself. So, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to have to start setting up some long-range transportation and the super factory, as it were. I mean, super factory is pretty much going to look like it does right here, sort of in the same way that I have it set up. And I am going to be... well, pretty much the idea here is that I'm going to be setting up stuff like this, but I am also going to be... which, by the way, if you want to see what like the blueprint looks like, here's like the smelter one. Yeah, and then I just tile these together, as you could see over here. Same thing with like the constructor stuff, basic constructor. Yeah. And I can just tile these together as much as I need to. But yes. Now, instead of working towards nodes, I'm going to be working towards a goal of production. And I think that, and what I've done is I have taken all the stuff that I can possibly create. I have figured out what are like the end products. What are the products created that do not go into anything else? And that's stuff like the things for the space elevator, the automated wiring, heavy modular frame, the smart plating, or not the heavy modular frame. I mean, the automated wiring, smart plating, and versatile framework do not get made into anything greater than that. But I also have stuff like the heavy modular frame, which I can't even automate right now. I have to make that manually because it requires 4 objects. But I have it set up here for the future. And motors. Motors are not part of any sort of greater thing. And I've realized that I can evenly create 10 of them for each of these. They have an output of like 5 per minute, 2.5 per minute, 2 per minute. So that's the goal right now. And then I've kind of trickled that down to every one of the other tiers, as I've called it, of refined materials. And that means that, you know, God, this is such a huge Excel document at this point in time. But anyway, that means that to create 10 of each one of the end products per minute, I'm going to need like, what is this, 15 smelters for iron ingots, which is going to produce about, what is this, 450 iron ingots per minute, and that's going to go and produce like say 212 screws per minute. And you know, similarly, the copper ore, I need like 16 smelters to create 330 per minute. And you know, overall it should only be a couple nodes required for each of these. But also, you probably noticed in the meantime that, yeah, Phase 2 is completed. While I've been trying to figure all of this sort of stuff out, I've just kind of been running some overclocked assemblers in the background. Yeah, once again, as long as the numbers go up, it doesn't really matter. So I guess let's just go get on with this then. Send it, baby! Oh, I'm looking at Phase 3 now. Well, should probably go get started on that. I'm guessing that smart plating is not going to be an end product anymore. Yeah, you might be saying, it's like, hey, why didn't you just wait until you did this? Because I want to have everything planned out. I'm sick of trying to pre-plan everything. I want to just create the stupid factory already. Oh my god. Oh, so, what do we look... Well, I guess I can't. I don't even have it because I need the Tier 5 and Tier 6. Oh, oil processing, fun. And this requires motors, of course, circuit boards. Oh, God, there's so many more things now. Now we also need to go, like, get oil. Built on an oil node. Oh, look, here's the thing. Everything's already set up. It's fine. Adaptive control unit, part number 5. Oh, my God. Modular engine. Computer. Truck. Okay, there we go. Hey, you know what? I might actually want to go gun for this almost immediately. But at the same time, it's like I need to start, yeah, and manufacture. Okay, so that's going to be the thing for the heavy, thing. Package water. Heavy oil residue? Uses fuel for... Oh, okay. Heavy oil residue. More fluid buffers. Oh, nice, nice. Because there are plenty of those around there. Gas mask, gas filter. That's right, I'm playing Metro again. Another 3 inventory slots. I guess I can use that. Expanded power fuel generator. Consumes fuel. Fuel automated. I'm guessing probably for oil. Wow, 480. Okay, that's going to be useful. The scanner update Kitarium doesn't really matter. Already done that. But I guess that's what's going to be used to create all of this here. Oh my god. Okay, well... Oh, really? Okay, well, I guess this is going to be the next thing to do. However, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to set up automation for everything first. Because it's just going to require all of the previous stuff that I've already created. And then... then we can start to... Okay. I'm going to set up my factory. I'm going to set up the like, outer nodes and everything. Alright. It should be good. Like, I'm not going to worry too much about the new tiers right now, at least for a little bit. Man, and I've only even found, like, 1 Catarium ore node, so that one might actually have, like, an issue when it comes to creating greater things. Alright, alright. But, here is the plan right now. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go start, I guess, like, setting up resource trucking things. What does that mean? Well, more specifically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for, let's say, like, copper ore. Which I think should just be right down there. If I've... Yeah, I've done a little bit... Well, that's that one. But, like, yeah, right over here, there's, like, 3 of them. And I don't think they're pure, but that's okay. And then what I'm going to do for the whole trucking system is that I need to, well, 1, get a truck out there to pick up the ore, of course. And 2, I am going to need to set up a self-sufficient way of creating electricity. So I think that what I'm going to end up doing is I might create a couple different trucking routes specifically for... bringing in coal, have like a huge coal deposit, because coal I can have overflow as much as I want, because that's, you know, it's not going to need to drop off coal anywhere. It's like, it's just a 1-1 thing. The coal is the fuel, coal is also the product, etc. However, other things is going to be different, where I'm going to need to like drop off coal for the electricity production, and then I'm going to need to like pick up copper ore, let's say. And then I'm going to need to bring back the copper ore, drop off the copper ore, pick up coal, and then bring that around in a circle. And also, I mean, I guess I can probably, since it's a sort of a 1-1 thing, I can probably also go and create like copper ingots at that place. So I think that's what I'm going to be setting up right now. And that is the plan for the time being. So it's not just me trying to talk about what my plans are, but then again, this is Satisfactory. That is kind of like an important part of the entire thing. All right, I'm going to need some wire. I'm going to need some rods. Constructors and assemblers shouldn't really be required. All right. Some pipes, some modular frames, etc. and so on. Because obviously I'm going to want to go for as much output as possible. I mean, it's that is the thing. It's like I can underclock some of the that should do. I could underclock some of the things that I have purely to try and make sure that the amount of here, grab a couple of those too. Rotors, probably might need some rotors. I could underclock things to try and match up the output of stuff perfectly so that there isn't sort of any overflow, but I can always just use extra supplies to create things or overclock stuff. I mean, one of the reasons why I'm not really overclocking is because, one, that makes the math so much harder, and two, it does require a lot more energy. It doesn't really consume anything but energy, but I gotta go create a bunch of coal platforms and oil platforms, I guess now. Be doing soon enough. Game create power storage to be able to get the extra, you know, if I want to just like throw it in overclocking mode. Certainly got enough for that. Oh no, okay. I do need some rotors. Do need some cables, which I do have, and then some plates, and I'll probably also want a little bit of biomass just to, because I'm going to need to have the water pump in. And that is one of those things. Oh, I'll probably also need some concrete as well. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff here. So, let's start setting this up. Wait, one more thing. I do also got to figure out the transport stuff. Yeah. Okay. No. I'm good. I should be good. 48 stacks for that bigger tractor, though, so that'll be useful. I mean, that means that what I can do is I can make like less routes for doing stuff. Obviously, I've already got it set up with the coal, but you know, like I said, this is going to be a little bit trickier because the coal is going to be dropped off. It is not going to be the product that I'm also bringing in. So that means that I need to perfectly time up the amount of coal that I'm delivering, and also because if I bring in too much, then what I might do is, you know, fill up the inventory with a bunch of coal that will then be discharged into my... fill up a bunch of coal that might be discharged into the inventory that should be having, say, copper ingots, and that's bad. But that's okay, because it only requires, 15 coal per second for each one of the plants, and... although I am going to have pretty much an infinite amount of coal discharge, I'm hoping by the end of this, I will also have, instead, I can still time things out with, of course, the conveyor belts. Yeah, 60, divide that into 4, and that's only 15. And then I can split that into however many stuff, and then just go feed it right back into the coal repository that I have. Oh my god, okay. Satisfactory. We're almost there. We're almost there to creating good factories, okay? That is a plan. Also, this is right next to water, which is good because that's what I want. Wait a second, I just realized I'm going to need to... Oh my god. I'm also going to need to go get piping because I need piping. Oh my god. Please. Well, yeah, here's core. Here's yes, core, copper ore. That's what I call it now. Only normal, which means I believe that it's going to get, what is this, 120 per second if I 120 per second if I go and create the production line with the Mark II thing. I don't have the portable miners either. Great. I forgot everything. I also might need to create some roads for stuff as well. But once I get these things set up, it's going to be 1, self-sufficient. 2, automated. 3, should be as efficient as if I was mining it directly next to the factory. As long as I can eject the full supply of copper ore every single time it gets mined up. So I just need to make sure that that might require me to, create some of the wiring or whatever just to try and kill some time between stuff. But as long as I match it up with I already know how much copper ore exactly I'm going to need. By the way, is this intelligible at all? I can't understand. I have no idea if I'm the only one following this at this point in time. And trust me, I'm barely following it myself. Have you seen how much I've screwed up some basic math? Well, anyway, copper sheets. Oh yeah, I also got more of this junk if I want to go throw that in the space elevator right now. I have a lot of junk here as I've been creating, but that's like even only like 10%. So I've been trying to get rid of some of the resources so that I can actually even fit it in here in the first place. Whatever, give me some of these. Give me some of these. Go give me some of the auto miners, which I got, I don't know, somewhere around here. I put them somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, I got like 2 of these. That's fine for right now. These 3 nodes that I'm looking at are going to be close enough together so as to set up my resource mining and delivery service. And then, like I said, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much what you're seeing right here. You're gonna just see this on a bigger scale. And also, I'm probably going to hopefully get the wiring better and, get the electricity supply better and also automate it so that I don't have to keep running down there and shoving more coal into those areas once again. And that should be good. Oh, look, this should be it. This should be it. Right now, I'm planning to make, what is it, like 10, like I said, of the end things per minute. But that can also be scalable. I mean, what I'm planning is that I'm going to make one big factory floor to start with. So that it's going to be like probably an absolutely enormous, ridiculous... Hey, is this sulfur? No, that's just limestone. It's going to be like one absolutely huge, ridiculous, like, platform of... Yeah, here we go. One huge, ridiculous platform that I have all of the factory stuff on. And then it's like, if I want to double up my production, if I want to turn that into 20, then all I need to do is just build another layer, build another floor right onto the factory, and so on and so forth. That'll also be enough that what I can do... I'm also going to want to split up everything by what it's actually creating, in case I find, let's say, more alternate recipes that could require a little bit more... that could either expand or retract the amount, depending on how much I'm trying to create. Alright, let's create one of these. This does have an electricity cost, which is why I need to have at least one biofuel for some time. Alright. But, like, yeah, the coal, like I said, is going to... should be... Alright, also, not the smelter. Create real quick a miner Mark II. Face this outwards, because that's probably where I'm going to end up picking things up here. Yeah. And show me real quick. You're doing 120, which is a Mark 1 if it was on a pure node. To 140 if it's a Mark II on a pure node. But that should work. All right. I'm going to need to create, like I said, a drop-off station for the coal, a pickup station for the ore, which I'm probably going to want to create like the actual ore and whatnot, it's stuff going here first. But with the water extractor, I can go and create a coal generator. Here, let's go. Is this really going to work? I want to say the resource outposts are going to be a lot less, they're going to be a lot less, I'm going to be a lot less fancy with them than my home base where I'm going to have the super factory. Okay, so logistics, we're going to go get you. This, I think, actually looks like it's going to match up pretty well, which means that I don't actually need a pump here. Because the pump is to like, apply a head lift, transport 20 meters upwards, but as you can see, that's not 20 meters. That's nothing. The pressure should be fine. All right. Then I'm going to need... oh, let's just real quick. Can I just create like some foundations here? I guess I could. Well, not really too much of a point right now. But like, let's create an organization. This will be the point that I guess I end up shoving in. Yeah, that should be good. This is the sort of basic thing that I created before, and then I'm going to end up... logistics. Just give me one of these, whatever. Yep, send that in there. That's going to be the coal. That's where I'm gonna deliver the coal into here. Coal will go into there. I guess I really don't even need this, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, because it should be matched up to the coal perfectly, and plus I'm also going to have a storage container regardless with the... I'm going to have a storage container regardless with the thing that I'm trying to think of that I'm using here. Give me a second. It'll come to me. The drop-off station. The tractor station. All right, let's get that water a-flowing, baby. I'm ready for it. Now then. All right. There it is. Get that flow rate. I mean, it's already going out, which means that this should be flowing into here easy enough. Come on. Yeah? Okay, water's going in there. That's all I need. I didn't need to create a lift for the water after all. As I thought. Because that is sort of annoying. It does have also an electricity cost just by itself. But I don't need it. Because it's like, you know, straight right to it. Okay, this is going to produce 75 per minute. I'm going to have it automated. Obviously, the water is going to be automated because it will provide power to the pump. This itself will provide power to the pump, and this also should be... I mean, this should... current amount of the building... yeah, that's... And then I can get rid of this. I'm going to shut you right down, and that'll be the water that I need put in there for the time being. You're not about to flow out of the pipe, right? Yeah, that's enough. That is enough. Okay. So, next thing I'm going to want to do, send this to... I mean, I'm thinking that I should... This is almost right next to the base. You can see the space elevator right there. So this should be less than a minute. I'm thinking... at least like less than 2 minutes. Enough that I should be able to shove all 120 of this, of which I need... Let me take a look at my spreadsheet real quick. I'm going to need a total, if I'm making 10 per minute, at least right now. I'm going to need a total of 480. So actually I need 4... Well, no, there's also one node right next to the base that I can... Okay. So I got 240, and then were there like 2 more nodes over here? They were like... Yeah, there were 2 more nodes over here. I didn't remember that correctly when I was scouting out earlier. Okay, you know, I'm just thinking again, it's like Hitarium is apparently going to be an important thing because that's a thing that they want you scanning for. I got that by using the molecular analysis machine earlier, but I guess that is also going to be an important part, and there's so few nodes there. Can I just jump up here? Come on, I got my like cool leg things on, the Blade Runners or whatever they're called. I guess I could have also just created a couple ramps or something that would have also been effective too. Whatever, we'll get it. Oh my god. This is not the time! Yeah, okay, here we go. You are normal. Okay, well. As soon as I start building here, the aliens don't mess around if there's human civilization being created. Anyway. Okay, and normal. Okay, well, look, I only need 4 normal to create 10 per second, and then I can go and find more of these elsewhere. Get delivery routes over there. It'll all be good. All right. I'm going to have... Now, here's the thing. To get the electricity in here... I mean, it's like that's why I guess that's why I gotta go get the oil stuff up and running soon, because as of right now, I do need to have everything near water in case I am going to. Oh, there are like 2 pure nodes on this. Well, just normal limestone, but all right, whatever. Chew me up with some protein. Let's go. Because these are protein injectors. I don't have the nutritional injector. Well, anyway, what was I saying? Here's this thing, too. Whatever. Like, this is... You know, normally I do enjoy ignoring enemies in games as it is, but this is, like, even more ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna have to create, like, ways to get electricity over there. But to be honest, it's like, you know, there are electrical wires in the real world. I feel like this is not the most unreasonable thing to try and... get over big distances. At least big-ish distances. Alright, but, yeah, that'll... Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. And then I guess what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up creating the transport stations. Well, what I'm going to have to do here first... Well, actually, I should just... I probably want to go end up creating the transport stations over here. For of course, the transport into the coal first. So yeah, that's like I can go get like this here. Is that good enough? Do I want to like set it up somewhere else? And I might have to end up creating. I mean, there can be multiple stops. Like, I can have multiple stops for a single truck, of course. And I probably will want to do that. And after all, there's no real place for a bunch of smelters to go as of right now. And it's not like I don't need to use the foundry to create anything except for steel. And as far as I know, I don't... Well, I mean, I could just truck over the raw resources because it is a 1-1 sort of thing. That it really doesn't matter. I just need to get this into the... Okay. Alright. Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have 1 truck station for copper. Let's do that right now. Hello, truck station. Get out here. You're going to, a player is in the way. I see. What player could that be? Alright, I guess let's just get up on top of the miner here. And... Alright. I mean, hopefully this is not going to overflow. 120 per minute. These can stack up to 200, I think, ore. And it can, and this like transports 30 stacks or something. It's unlikely it's going to produce enough. However, will 3 produce enough for that? I mean, I can just have a second tractor. There's also the more improved transport eventually. But let's, for right now. Okay. 1, we're gonna go create this. 2, we're gonna go create this. 3, I'm gonna go get a road in here. So that what you are going to do is, real quick, I mean 120, I can just do a conveyor belt Mark II. I suppose it doesn't really, whichever one is the, look at that. I shouldn't need to put fuel in here. This is going to be, this is close enough to the base that what I'll need to, what I can do is I can probably just let it recharge back at the base in my coal repository. Okay, but yeah, this is going to be the output then. And it's only going to be 15 per minute, I can only hope. Into... Again, I'm trying not to have huge conveyor belts across the entire world, but this should be fine. This should be fine. There you go. It's a little bit ugly, but I think I can live with it. Anyway, this is only going to be 15, 75. These require, what is it, about 14, 15? 12. Okay, 12 even. I could overclock these. I could just overclock this one. Goes up to 250. 240. I mean, it's not going to be enough to do the thing. But I should have the power for it. I think I'm going to overclock this. But yeah. Okay, and then like I said, I'm gonna just like create some roads or something here too. I do have my what is it? Test. Yeah, here's this thing. It's a road. Which I created for the earlier coal production, but it also works here just as well too. As you can see, it's sort of like a bridge. Should be nice and easy going for the tractor to get over here and get back. Actually, you know, I could... Okay, I do have the other mine. I think I might only need these two for the production I'm doing right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to overclock them. That actually... I mean, if I only have like 1 Caterium ore, I'm only going to overclock that. Like, why not? Right? Yeah, I think this will work out pretty good. Maybe. Maybe it'll be very bad. Look, here's the thing. Here's how it's going here in the world of Satisfactory. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. God knows I'm doing it. I have so many of these things being created. Why am I doing this? I mean, I should just deconstruct all this right now. I have more than enough plates for every and anything, and oh my god, this is out of... I'm so done with the biofuel. Fuel for vehicles for the traffic. Okay, so I guess fuel is just petroleum coke. Carbon-rich, less efficient coal replacement for aluminium refinement. Oh god. Okay. Fluid or solid parts into other parts. And that's create plastic, I guess, right? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, it's just... And it's so much. Any fuel type. Because apparently I can have steam-powered vehicles around here. Why not? Package for alternative transport. Which, I guess... means that I can use coal power elsewhere. I mean, I don't know, a liquid biofuel? No. It's interesting too. Package fuel for transport. Packager. Okay, I guess that's just the... Huh. And then gas mask. I don't even know where I'm going to use gas mask, but I guess I'll figure it out. What was I doing? Right. We're going to go grab some coal. I got this route set up still for right now, but, you know, it's going to be, that's not going to be holding for very long, I can tell you. Because I will be, of course, and it's just like, yeah, the iron ore here is all right next to the thing, but I'm going to need more when I want to expand the factory more than what I'm doing right now. Oh. It's so much. Also, let me go. I hope these presents don't just disappear, because I have been saving them for a little bit. Once I get proper factory set up, I might end up doing a little bit of the event here. But anyway, what was I looking for? I'm looking for my... So... Yes, and I can see the docking station on here, which is good, because I will be using this docking station. And that's the plan, at least for right now. Okay. Big factory. Overclocking resources. so that I can have many, many resources. Because I think that's going to be... Like, resources and container space. Those are the two things that should be issues from now on. Even electricity production. I should be able to get consistent enough electricity. This is just limestone, right? Yes. I should be able to get enough... yeah, it's like resource production, especially like the Caterium, which is probably going to be sort of an issue eventually. At least not for right now, but eventually. Here's what? The rock quartz, okay. I know where to mine quartz if I want to do that. There's also that sulfur alternative production stuff, which might be something. Might be something to consider in the future. Or not in the fuel, into the thing here. This is... obviously this is going to be delivered by tractor soon enough. But like, yeah, it does... I'm not going to burn extra fuel. It does adjust to how much is actually being used. But yes, yeah, just real quick right now. I might need to create more than one of these, which is fine. I can do that. It's just going to require me to have a little bit different sort of setup in terms of how the delivery for coal. Oh, by the way, these should be the other way around. Let me just real quick, because I'm going to be coming from this direction. All right, take this back. I lied. I didn't want to do that in the first place. But this is good job of me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, it's not going to be more than 60. Well, it might be more than 60. I don't know. I'm going to end up splitting this up more. I mean, I said that I was going to try and get these things to not go over each other. That is just so completely gone out the window now, hasn't it? Well, let's go start up some coal production, I guess. Or not coal production, all the other production that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to come in here. This is where I shove coal. I'm not going to put that in the fuel. At least not right now. Okay. And then I want to see what is going to happen when I've been grabbing every slug that I have seen around here. I've been grabbing. And these are not consumed. Or not all three of these. Only two of these. So... oh, well, right. I do need to actually provide power. So do that. Do that. How are we looking right now? What's the power consumption looking like? 30? That's okay, baby. And because that's going to be 240 per minute. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking like. That's what I'm looking at. All right. And then pretty much, yeah, let's go get a docking station for, well, okay. I'm going to need, okay. There's so many different things I need to do right now. All right. So I need a docking station to go and get back. I'm going to need a docking station to go and get back the stuff being mined. As of right now, it's going to be a little bit inefficient, but it should be very efficient later on. I have 240 over there. That should cover everything that I need to create the first layer of the factory, right? But yeah, you can see it's just, here, just curious, yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to create another road over here, and I will. I'll do it right now. Because after all, I do have the test. Have it currently in unused, even though it is absolutely being used right now, as you can see. I guess I'll have to go change that in terms of blueprinting. Yeah, just get a nice little bridge going over here. Good for transportation. There you go. Thankfully, it really does like building into the ground, but I mean, it's supposed to be a foundation. That's how it's supposed to work, right? Oh my god, seriously. You don't want to come over here and fight this? Get some! There we are. Okay, two of these is going to be good for that. If I go and overclock the other things, that'll also be good. Though, like I said, those slugs are not consumed on use. Okay, and then I can just go right over here for the actual thing itself. Okay. I don't know if this can, like, go in water, if the tractor can go in water or not, but I guess I don't need to find out. And what I'll do is I'll just go in here, loop around here, go back through here, etc. and so on, go get my delivery out. It'll all be good. All right, then. So, right, these things do also need electricity. Cannot forget that. Look, if I need to create more, that's okay. We'll do that. But as it is 75, should do it. All right, send it in, baby. Ah, good stuff. So we got, okay. So real quick here, just taking a look. This is 20, 40, and then if this is 30, that's 70, and it's producing 75. Wait! How much does this take? You real quick. You take 20. Okay, that's too much. Uh-oh. Damn, it's so close, though. Is there any way that I can make this work? I'm gonna have to go create a second coal production electricity thing, which is unless it's gonna burn more fuel, of course. That goes up to 22 per minute. Oh my god, can I do that though? Oh, I don't know. Because I need to have it, like, split up nicely. 22, 60, math, 60 divided by 3 is 20. It doesn't work out good. The math doesn't work out good. And if I get extra coal in there, then I'm going to get coal in my resource delivery, and I don't want that. Well, real quick, no, this is the miner. It's operational, but since it's not being used right now, is there anything else I can do? I mean, I'm gonna have to create a second coal generator. Unless I can get it to do 200% overclocking, which then it would just require 30, right? Rather than 150? I should have a lot of coal coming in. More than enough that I should need. So that'll... I guess I'll overclock it. I guess I'll go and grab one more power thing, overclock it twice, we'll get it going. Just a silly way to do this, but you know what? This is Satisfactory, baby. The efficiency will be attained. The efficiency cannot be stopped. Not only will it be attained, it will be attained like to a ridiculous degree, trust me. Alright, so that is currently what's happening in Satisfactory. This has actually been longer than I thought, but you know what? Next time, things are going to get real wild and wacky. So, because I'm going to be setting these up for, iron, I'm going to be setting this up for coal, I'm going to be setting it up for everything. I'm going to be like redoing the entire base except for the hub, these like containers and the space elevator. Like, this is going to be gone. That's going to be gone. It's going to be replaced with shiny and new things. And then that place where the blueprint is going to be just replaced with a gigantic, just super factory. And then probably what is going to happen is immediately I will be able to... start getting all of the new production stuff, and then I might rework... Obviously, the entire factory is not going to be reworked. I think this is the final form of the factory. This is going to be the final form of at least the basic factory. But I might rework power. I might, you know, expand it to even more nodes and everything. But this is... I think we're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. It's taken some time, but... You know, there are like pure nodes of a couple pure nodes of limestone, which if I overclock those, well, 480 per minute with the new, yeah, it's like 240 per minute, so like I can't really overclock those too much if it's a pure node. But if it's like an impure node, wait a second. That is an impure node. Oh no, I am gonna have to go over to one of the other nodes if I want to go get the amount of copper that I'm gonna need. Because that is not actually a pure node. I think the maximum I'm gonna be able to get out of that, even if I overclock it a lot, is like 250. Yeah, 250%. I'm not quite sure how much that would be. Like about 150, I think, in total. If my math is correct, and it's probably not. So nope, that's not enough. That's not enough for the spreadsheet that I've created that says how much I need. If I want to even just create 10 per second of the end products that I currently have, and there's going to be more end products. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed I hope you've all been enjoying the worst series on the channel as I just walk around a big factory that I keep tearing down over and over, rambling nonsensically about efficiency as if I'm some sort of 80s businessman. We'll continue with what might just be, I mean, it's not going to be endgame, but it's at least going to be that much closer than I am right now.